What's up, guys?
Guys.
Hola, chicos y chicas.
And Latinx.
You should have said something in German. That's the thing now. I speak Spanish, you speak German.
Die Kerne.
Was?
Guys.
It's a gospel.
No. Die Kerle. Kerne
You
seeds.
You need to stop. You're awful. You're awful.
Okay, I remember the right word after I said the wrong word.
Anyways, you know what time it is in Serbia? It's
election time. That is our favorite part of the year because we get all of these zany election slogans, videos, billboards, posters.
But this one is super special because there's no opposition really.
No,
there is no, right? And if there is, it's like it's like 50 different ideas and associations, organizations that kind of just crawl out of somewhere.
Yeah,
like they've been sitting under a rock for since forever, and you're like, just like that, you have some people that you've never heard of ever.
Yeah,
and they're basically partaking the nationwide elections. Fact is, since the core of the opposition, the ex-government plus some new faces, blah blah blah, they worked on basically facilitating a boycott, and to get people not to go to elections because the elections are absolutely fake. It's like if you gather the entire opposition, they still don't have enough manpower to just control every single election point.
Yeah.
Therefore, and we since forever here in Serbia, the dead vote continuously.
Yeah.
I mean,
earlier you had to have sort of magic powers to do that, but not in Serbia. Political power will do.
Yeah, exactly.
To get those dead in the voting booths.
Yeah, all you have to do is not update the election list.
Yeah.
When somebody dies, and then you basically purposefully just put the vote where it works for you.
This is the first year my granny will vote for the ruling party.
But yeah, literally. The thing is, people get in their mailboxes, they get the invitation to go to elections for people who are dead 10 plus years. This is what happens, and all of them vote.
Have you got the call on your cell phone from the ruling party?
No, I think my cell phone is on some sort of a blacklist since forever. In their midst.
Thank God, because I didn't, but a lot of my friends did, and nearly all of them had the same exact reaction. I wanted to be nasty towards them, like, how on earth did you get this number? Because you don't have a phone list of people's smartphone numbers. But all of them were like, yeah, I don't want to be on their bad side. Who knows what might happen, so...
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
When they came to my door, sometimes in the past, they literally said, "Hey, good day to you. We're doing the
survey."
No, they're not doing the survey. It was Sigur and Glass. How would you translate that?
Well, literally, it will be a certain vote.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's so literal. But
assured,
guaranteed
yeah.
vote.
But literally, imagine somebody saying something like, "We are doing guaranteed vote," and I'm like,
"What?
What?" And they're like, "Well, we are wondering if you're going to vote for the ruling party." And I'm like, "We didn't even discuss it. Thank you." I closed the door.
By the way,
that was my.
This is a Christian channel, and we're all about And we're all about proclaiming Christ. But we're also Serbs. But
from the Balkans.
From the Balkans, so 5 minutes after the liturgy, we will get into politics. And
that's correct.
yeah, and it's in the next episode we will go through all of the American slogans, candidates, what we think of.
No.
Then we'll discuss Minneapolis. Then we'll discuss something. Paw Patrol.
Oh dear God! Did you have to go there?
They want to cancel it.
No, they want to remove Chase from Paw Patrol.
I don't know who that is.
It's
why?
a cute little dog.
Why do they want to remove him?
He's in a police uniform.
Aren't they all in? They're literally called patrol.
Yeah, but they're in uniforms. This guy's literally in a blue police uniform.
And the others aren't.
Super cute, by the way.
And the others aren't.
No, they're in a uniform.
What kind of uniforms? What's a uniform? You can't have a uniform.
Yes, you can. One is yellow, the other one is pink. The one.
But those are police uniforms, just in different colors.
No, they're not.
But okay.
They're not policemen. Look,
but what are they?
Look, the problem is he doesn't even watch Paw Patrol.
I mean, of course I don't, because I'm like 34, so I watch She-Ra and He-Man and Thundercats.
Spill.
Cast a spell. It's still gold. Yesterday,
you don't mess with one's cast a spell.
I realized yesterday during work that I zoomed out for like 3 minutes and I was, pondering about the name. Cast a spell. Anyway, so we will get very political because it's fun. Because it's fun.
Yeah, but we... Look.
We won't go into American politics.
Absolutely not. Too far away. Just too far away. But the thing is, the ruling party has a YouTube channel. And it's
gold.
Thank you. Thank you.
How many subscribers do they have?
I don't know, man.
I will check. They probably have more than me. Curse them to hell.
I don't know. But the thing is, it's comedy gold. Their election, pre-election, promos.
I have more subscribers than them. Thank God.
I mean, who would? They only bought subscribe, but I mean,
I know, but I'm so happy. I expected at least 1,000K.
B, do you want 100,000K subscribers tomorrow? It's super cheap, man.
No, no, not in that way.
But you will gain a platform, and you will be able to reach so many bots.
Yeah. It would be great. Like I buy bot subscribers.
And then YouTube cancels.
No. And YouTube sends me styrofoam play button. Yeah. Like fake play button for fake channels.
Anyways, this is gold. So we actually decided.
Did you play did you put the digital ones at the bottom because they're the best?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So we're gonna play them. We're gonna watch them. I'll try to do some mumbo jumbo and show them right there. Don't touch me. Show them like right here. But then, so that we can watch them together, I'll try to, I'll see what I can do, right? So let's see. Hold on.
Not that one. Why are you starting with the best one? Start with the beginning. Of the list.
I misunderstood. It's perfectly fine. Let's start with this one.
By the way, before we start this, we named this playlist crap. That's the prettiest word I can use. This is a family show. Now let's go into politics.
We named it. Crap.
No. Before we begin, give it.
Why?
Give it.
What? It's my phone.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah, let's do this.
Couldn't you just told me
no,
make the sign of the cross? You had to do it for me.
Yeah,
come on, do
because I know that the ruling party was preventing you from making the sign of the cross.
Oh, that's why my hand just went
numb.
Numb. But
yeah,
just I can do a thing. Thank you for explaining, but it looked super creepy. So don't do that anymore.
Let's descend into the heart of darkness.
So this one is called "We Have to Believe in Ourselves." Bam.
Ja sam rukovodilac IT sektora I imao sam dosta poslovnih ponuda u inostranstvu. Danas se mnogo ulaže u visokotehnološku industriju u Srbiji, tako da mogu da radim za dobru platu u našoj zemlji.
Apsolutno.
Siguran sam da će se sada, nakon pandemije koronavirusa, predsjednik još više I jače boriti da oživi našu privredu.
Mi moramo da verujemo u sebe Ja
The
verujem u
architects.
vas.
Glasam za Aleksandra Vučića zato što podstiče ulaganje u IT industriju, stvara poslove za mlade i unapređuje Srbiju. Stalo mu je do ljudi poput mene.
Okay.
Aleksandar Vučić za našu decu.
Children. Think of the children.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Ruling Party. Thank you for this video.
I'll let you
beautiful.
have this one.
It's beautiful. Well,
Also too easy. This is low hanging
also
fruit.
too easy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, President, dear President of ours. Thank you for investing into the IT industry so that the young people like this pretty boy over here has a good salary and wants to stay in Serbia. That's wonderful. I'm just wondering though, how are you investing when you just passed a law? Well, the Americans would say a bill.
Yeah.
That devastated the IT industry. It's well, you know, one thing, the slogan, right? The slogan of theirs is "for our children," and it's the most accurate slogan they could have ever envisioned, because their kids, you know, they have it all, man. They have it all. Like they can do whatever they want.
I think that their next slogan will be, "Don't you care for sick children?"
And the thing is, this guy says he has a good salary in IT industry. Looking at the video, I see a monitor from like the last century, running like Windows XP or something. What's wrong with you?
Playing more wind.
And as far as IT salaries in like government institutions, and the guys like this who like support the ruling party can only get a job there. Because they probably are very bad in what they do and are not having offers in abroad. That's really not what's happening. So they're like the lower tier, the lowest possible tier, and they work for the lowest possible salaries in the IT industry. Yay!
What I like the most about this video is that you can hear the loading of the gun behind the camera.
It's like, no, I mean if. We can search for this guy, right?
Like if he's a real or if he's a stock footage.
He seems to be 29. So let's see where Goran, 29, from Serbia, IT guy, works at.
Yeah, but there could be. They didn't put his last name.
They did.
They did.
Well, let's see if he has LinkedIn. If he doesn't have LinkedIn, he doesn't exist.
Well, things look poor for Goran right now.
Where are you, Goran? Where are you?
Maybe he moved abroad.
Oh Lord. So
maybe he got back to working at the sawmill.
Let's Google the guy.
Maybe he's on Facebook.
No, it's fine. Because the first result was actor, but it's fine.
But not the guy who played Goran in this.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Goran, you don't seem to exist. But it's fine. Look, it's fine. The important thing is
we did not exist. We did not exist either at one point, so we know how it is.
Precisely. But yeah, thank you, President, for investing into the IT industry, which boils down to basically giving subventions in terms of giving
subsidies.
Thank you, subsidies. Subsidizing firms that are huge, just so that they can come here and open up jobs which we don't know how to make ourselves, even though the biggest export in Serbia is IT, local. But okay, thank you. No, really, thank you for destroying. Boosting the IT. Investing into the IT industry. Idiot. Okay, the next one is called the minimum wage. The minimum wages are up. That's new, but okay. It's easier to breathe. Let's listen to this one. So, 1, 2, 3, go.
Poslednjih par godina minimalne zarade su porasle.
Really?
Sećam se da je pre 10 godina minimalac bio 14.500. Nisam mogao da sastavim kraj sa krajem. Sada je plata duplo veća. Prošli mesec sam primio skoro 32.000. Lakše se diše.
Želim da vas obavestim da smo mi spremni kao vlada da značajnije uvećamo minimalnu
300
zaradu
bucks.
koja se direktno odnosi na oko 350.000 radnika u našoj zemlji.
Vidim da je predsjedniku Vučiću stalo do ljudi kao što se ja i da ću moći bolje da živim svog grada.
Absolutely.
Aleksandar Vučić za našu decu.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 10 years ago, that was a bit more money than it is today, dear you,
Yeah.
because euro kind of
Doubled.
So you're actually
Are on the same.
on the same amount of money. But if you can breathe easier, I congratulate you.
We are happy for your placebo.
We're very happy for you, and we appreciate that you're riding the bus still and living out of 300 bucks a month. Oh, dear God. So the next one. Nobody will be fired, and they shall not reduce salaries. Hold on.
Za nas nema kiše, snega.
He's a miner.
Uvek moramo da radimo. Danonoćno.
No,
Da bi
you
Srbija
didn't.
imala
Oh, no,
struje.
not the mine.
Tako je
Okay.
bilo i sve vreme tokom krize sa koronavirusom.
Kolubara je srce našeg energetskog sistema, ali i srce naše
They did not go
srpske
there.
ekonomije. Dakle, otkaza neće biti, plate se smanjivati neće.
Sačuvat ću svoj posao,
The biggest
a svojoj
malversation.
porodici, svojoj djeci obezbedit ću još veću platu.
Who does that?
Zato što predsjednik
does
Vučić
that?
brine o ljudima poput mene.
What exactly?
Breaking the
Aleksandar
code.
Vučić
Like,
za našu
okay.
decu.
But it's a movie.
Yeah, but
It's fake.
okay, I know, but
But you expect this
how
to be
many miners come to the mine and they like pick up a coal and like snap it in their arm and so
That's how I always envision gold mines. Like you're like
gold, yeah, okay,
and they're
gold.
like gold, and you're like holding it in your arms, and you're like gold, and then they put it in a cart, and you're like bye gold.
I really doubt it's that big. I mean, if they got really
And they don't
lucky.
dig for it. They use explosives, and
They might have dug for
it's-
it.
No, might have dug for it back
Uh,
in then.
Yeah. But the thing, okay. Here they're speaking about Kolubara mine, which is the hotspot of different misuses, malversations, what have you not, for like couple of decades, and like we had a special on it. This guy was renting heavy machinery for it, and once they did the math, it turned out that the guy has rented that machinery for like 27 hours a day. Yeah. So, okay, this is clearly aimed at the workers in the Kolubara mine. So,
Yeah, don't worry, guys. Vote for me, and your salaries are not going down. God knows they're not going up.
yeah, it's nice. By the way, have you noticed?
This is a perfect thumbnail.
Oh yeah. You can also put like the architect from Matrix next to it.
Let's do this one.
I like that there's a coronavirus leitmotif.
Yeah.
Going around.
Everything was working, even during the coronavirus, which means they were basically in mines close together. But okay, it's fine.
But not a whole of Rona in the mine, so...
The next one.
Yeah.
With work, we can move forward. We don't quit. Something like that.
Mi smo u prethodnom periodu pokazali šta je to što možemo da uradimo. Zahvaljujući vašem trudu, radu, trpeljivosti i strpljenju, na tome što ste razumeli da samo teškim reformama i
Yes,
radom
Kolubara
možete
again.
napred. Ja mislim da je važno da ljudi obrate pažnju na one koji rade, na one koji donose rezultate,
There
na
he
one koji
goes with the
obezbeđuju
coal.
bolje puteve, bolje pruge, na one
Much
koji
better.
obezbeđuju više radnih mesta, na one koji obezbeđuju nove bolnice.
Okay, that's
To je
misuse.
suština svega.
Yes, it is.
Ja vam kažem,
Everything's misuse.
2025. godine imat ćete prosečnu platu u Srbiji od 900 evra. Samo je važno da mi radimo
I just-
i da ne odustanemo od reforme.
I gotta say something. Look.
Okay.
This is the guy. This guy made so many promises and has broken every single one of them. This guy lies as soon as he opens his mouth. He's like, bam. In 5 years, something. Then five years later, nothing. Nobody asks him about it, because you can't be
You can't ask him opposing questions during the press conferences.
you can't. And he, since day one, he's been a part of the government with his ruling party, has not had a single duel with opposition. A single 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. No. He will only respond to canned questions.
Yeah, and by the way, they reused a couple of shots from the previous video, which is lazy.
Well, no, it's fine because the other one was obviously targeting special people.
By the way, when he was surrounded by those screens, okay, it's too easy to compare it to the architect from The Matrix, but I was also, because there was a different person on every screen, on every monitor.
Yeah, they learned from the best that you need to make a show.
Yeah.
Give us the show, give us the bread, and
yeah, but this like remind me like Hades, like surrounded by a vortex of souls. Like, yes.
No, like, look, I think at this point, he's bound to be like a crazy person. You just can't be that.
I can't go into details, but I know that he is.
Yeah, but can you go into details later?
Oh yeah, sure.
Behind the camera.
Yeah.
But it literally has to be behind the camera in this small space.
Yeah, we'll fit.
I'm just saying. Hey guys, do you like the new backdrop?
Yeah, we have a different green screen. By the way, imagine if you instead of like putting the like some pretty background, you put like some boring gray drapes. What?
You
bastard!
I'm hurt. Okay, let's move forward. For dignified life for all of us. This look, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that we can't show you the first video that came out because they removed it because it featured children. But it was the absolute winner. But I can't showcase it, so we'll showcase another winner, which is a bit of an old video from the ruling party about digitalization.
Guys, there's nothing we can say to prepare you for it without, spoiling it. So we'll keep it.
Is the church going to be mad at us for bashing the government?
I so don't care about it. By the way, I saw like the photo of the patriarch with number 1 on his Kamilovka. It's true.
Yeah, we are not happy with what the official church in Serbia has basically done, which is it's given very dignified titles. Is that how you?
Yeah, medals. They gave medal, for example, to the president Aleksandar Vučić for protecting Kosovo,
which he didn't do.
Yeah, and I made like this.
They gave it to Siniša Mali as well, which is the most controversial. Current Minister of Finances, an idiot as well. Yeah. Sorry for saying it, but he's an idiot. He looks like one. Talks like one. If it talks like a chicken, looks like a chicken, walks like a chicken,
it's an idiot and a Serbian minister. So anyway, I made a cartoon like when they gave the Saint Sava medal to the president. Did? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like Christ, Saint Sava, and the devil making the sign of the cross. Like, what? Who did you give it to?
That's perfect. That's beyond perfection.
I thought I uploaded it on Side Project Comic, but if I didn't, I will.
I don't
know. Yeah, you're not. I know you're not on Instagram, but I'll show it to you.
I mean, I have Instagram,
but you're never on.
Yeah. Well, look what we're gonna do since we have the new backdrop.
Your curtain. Let's call it a curtain. It's not a backdrop.
We'll do like a behind the scenes.
You mean
no?
This?
Don't touch it.
Don't, you mean this?
Don't you touch it? No.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
So, for dignified life for all of us.
Šta starom čovjeku treba? Da su mu deca dobro, da su penzije redovne, da ima dobrog lekara. 80 godina sam izgurao, tako i ovako. A sada se tek osjećam dostojanstveno.
To obećavamo. Da će na kraju 2025. godine penzije u Srbiji iznositi između 430 i 440.
Oh, so it's not 900 anymore.
Da ljudi poput mene žive lepo.
You're not going to live that long, Grandpa. I mean, I hope you do. But
dear God, first of all, what does an elder man desire? 1, healthy children.
Well,
That's the first thing he said.
yeah.
Do you know how we facilitate having our children taken care of in hospitals abroad, because you can't do some things in Serbia. We pay for it, the citizens, by collecting basically donations via SMS.
Yeah, via text messages. So
Yeah.
you send a text message, they deduct like $2 from your account.
Well, whatever it is.
Yeah,
in Serbia, it's called basically treating kids with messages, with SMS.
Yeah. And you have to do that because we don't...
the government won't pay.
Yeah.
There was a bill that was supposed to be passed, and a lot of people voted for it, but not the ruling party. No, they were like, no.
They also did not adopt a law that would punish people who literally stole babies during the 80s.
Yeah,
they did not want to adopt that law. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Stealing babies, come on. You didn't even grow attached to it. You never had it. It was stolen from the get-go. Why
Really, they're the worst.
No.
They're the worst.
No. When I see things like that, I'm like, how can you not believe in hell? Oh, man.
Look. So the kids are well, healthy. That the pension is
regular on the hour, which it was regular for the past 20 years.
Yeah, and it's also very embarrassing when people who are retired have to wait in lines to get their pensions. It's really sad. It's really sad, but he just drops another bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Like the famous in 5 years. He drops another bomb. In 5 years, it's gonna be your average pension is gonna be 450 euros.
How?
Right. With the pension system literally falling apart.
By the way, how pension system in Serbia works? In the United States, as far as I'm aware, it's called like this. You pay your for one
blah, 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 blah.
Whatever you call it. So you're basically saving your money for retirement. In Serbia, it's technically like that, except it's not. So you pay a part of your salary, and you have to pay it to our pension fund. And you think that they're saving your money for your pension. No, they're using that money to pay for current pensions. So the fund is essentially empty. So it is pretty clear that by the time the two of us are retired, we will have zilch money. Because that fund was emptied during the 90s. Nobody ever got punished for it. Nobody ever got persecuted for it.
Kind of like the babies thing.
Yeah. Exactly the same, just, more widespread, less terrible, but way more widespread.
Yeah, but the bank owners just flew away, and that's it.
That's it. So
enjoy your life on the Caribbeans.
Yeah. So in essence,
idiots.
So you know what? You know how when somebody doesn't really have a lot of money and they say that they're living paycheck to paycheck, that is essentially how pensions go in Serbia. And it is only a matter of time before the whole thing crumbles, because they're literally persecuting the best paying group in Serbia, which is ITM. And by the way, those regulations also hurt me, because even though I'm not an IT expert,
they don't hurt you. Come on, be realistic, because you work basically for the government.
I don't. I work for a foreign organization.
Which you work for a foreign organization which does work for the government. You're fine. Nobody's gonna touch you.
I don't know that they won't.
It's hypocrisy left and right.
I know it's hypocrisy, but I'm not certain.
Your employer is gonna be punished, and you. No, you're gonna be punished.
For what?
Well, we'll talk about it later.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be funny.
Please, let's never end this episode.
Look, just so you know, guys, a lot of people here in Serbia who are retired, they get like $130 per month, and that's their pension. Can you imagine that? Can you?
Yeah, by the way...
You can't live with that money.
Yeah, this current...
imagine you being old, never had kids, you don't have like a brother or sister with kids, so you basically don't have family to like support you.
You're done for.
And then you get to understand why there's queues everywhere. When you go to the doctor, there's a queue of people who are old and sick, that nobody can take care of. They can't afford private health care.
No.
Just like the majority of everybody else, basically. So we're talking about people who are completely dependent on that very small amount and any sort of like social, like welfare, however you call that, help that is given to them by the other institutions.
And by the way, this government
Terrible.
has reduced pensions for 10%, which they may have increased them back up for 5%. So they did not return 5%.
Yeah.
They increased the reduced amount for 5%. And
The math there is...
Yeah, so you can already see the cracks in that pension system. They have the goal to...
The most important thing is, you know what they said a couple of years before cutting the pensions? We will never cut pensions.
And they cut the pensions.
But then I remember like a brave journalist actually asking the question.
Okay.
And you know how our dear architect president is like always like pushing back.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know we had to. So why are you asking us this question? You know we had to. Now are we public enemy number one now because we had to save blah 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 blah. But nothing about the fact that he broke that promise. Just like 20 or 50 other promises. They're all documented on camera.
Yeah, whenever somebody dares to oppose him live, he never actually responds to the comment.
Oh, yeah.
He always, who asked you to ask me that question? And of course, the evil genie from the bottle, is it Soros? You know?
Yeah. Is it the opposition? Who from the opposition?
Who's paying you?
Yeah, who paid you to ask the question?
Clearly not you, because you don't have any money, because you would be giving them to the pension.
And just so that we're clear as to how far this goes. So this is a guy who in the past was a part of a very radical party, which is actually called the Serbian Radical Party. And he pronounced in the parliament, like young president of ours, he wasn't the president then, he was whatever he was, he said, we will kill 100 Muslims for one Serbian casualty, referring to the war that was raging at the time that involved Croatia, Serbia, and obviously Bosnia and Herzegovina. And what happens is, so he goes to be a guest on a TV show dialogue in Bosnia, and the guy asks him about it, and he blatantly says, "I didn't say that. It's pulled out of context."
By the way, okay, passions were running high at the moment, but the funny thing, you
don't say you didn't say it.
No, of course.
You don't get to say that.
Yeah.
You don't get to say that.
But the funny thing is, that is basically a quote from by the Nazis from the 40s, for every killed German soldier will kill 100 Serbs.
Yeah.
So basically, him saying that, it's like double problematic.
Yeah. So basically that's how bad it is here. So I'm like, how can our patriarch, like in all seriousness, like how is the church blackmailed or whatever?
Well, maybe certain bishops who appreciate the current party has some dirt on every other bishop, and
I hope that's not the case.
That's absolutely true, and
now,
they know it.
Look. This guy also says, that he's happy to have a good doctor.
Okay, that's the saddest part of this video, because
all of them are gone.
They're running away from Serbia.
They're migrating away. You know what? I know people. They graduate the medical university. You know what that means? At least 6 years of study.
Usually 8, even more.
Because you need to have a specialization, blah, 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 blah. And they can't get a job with top average in their class. They can't get a job because they're not a member of the right party.
Yeah.
They're not in that crowd. So basically, even if they love the country, they have to leave. Because in Germany, they're going to get a great job. Mm-hmm. They're going to get awesome conditions, awesome packages, and their apartment's going to be paid. Like, you can't
You can't top that.
You can't.
You can, but you won't because you need money to steal.
Recently, we even had like a part of the law that made it easier for medicine workers to go to Germany. It was canceled because of the public outrage.
Why?
Because of the public outrage, but it was like, I mean, Germany does that. Come on, they're big and they do that. They manipulate and blackmail and whatnot, countries such as ours, so that they can, pull the brains out. When we say the brains out, that's also a term here. Yeah. Which is called like
brain drain.
Brain drain.
It's used. It's international.
Thank you. And it really here it's a thing, right? Because you're super motivated to go, and this is your motivation to stay. Yeah. This pack of lies.
And by the way, there was this tweet going around which was simply perfect. Like, due to despite Corona, we have very low mortality rate in Serbia. So please thank Serbian doctors. But mortality rate is very low in Germany too. So again, thank the Serbian doctors. That was great.
Want to move forward?
Yeah.
Want to skip or
which one?
I don't like. Let's not skip.
Yeah.
So this one.
You're a family guy. Okay. Have you noticed that every video is very specific to one demographic?
Yeah, old people.
Old people. Yeah. Blue collar workers. This is family people. Yeah.
I mean.
When is the gay video coming out?
I'm appalled that he did like an IT.
Yeah,
IT guy. It's appalling. Like it's appalling. That's okay. So this one is called 4 Hardworking Families Just Like Yours.
Yeah, snort.
Volim što sam baka i želim da moji unuci ostanu u Srbiji i žive u zemlji na koju su ponosni.
They're not proud of it.
Radimo zbog toga da bismo imali više dece i da bismo...
So that somebody can steal them while they're just babies.
Da posle škole i fakulteta imaju dobro zaposlenje i da budu zadovoljni. Ja znam da predsjednik brine o ljudima poput mene i moje djece.
Koliko nam je važno da podstaknemo mlade ljude da ostanu ovde.
Is it?
Okay, we won't play this video clip, but there is this...
For nuestro niños. Alejandro Vučić. Por nuestro niños.
Poor unfortunate souls.
Oh my... Poor unfortunate souls.
And then a scroll appears and you only need to circle number 1 and it's like whoosh.
Oh god.
It's gone.
Can somebody make that? Can somebody make that video?
Maybe we should contact, what's the comedian's name? Srđan Dimić. He makes those short GIFs. 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 He makes those short GIFs and maybe we can convince him to make like with the number 1 appearing on the scroll instead of the contract. Okay, so there's this candidate for a mayor in a certain municipality of Serbia, and of course she's she's the candidate for
there's a term in Serbia for that. We call that half-brainer.
Okay, I thought that you will say
half-wit.
Half-wit, yeah.
That's that.
Yeah, but I thought you would say preletač.
Well, that's how do you translate that? Somebody who flies over to the other team when the other team is winning.
Yeah.
How would you call that?
Betrayer. Yeah, there must be some very colorful English expression, but
if there is,
please let us know.
Share. We'll do something with it.
Yeah, and like, so this was recorded in a radio show, and the radio host was simply asking honest questions. But man, her introduction was, what qualifications do you have? Well, I'm glad that Serbian Progressive Party has recognized my qualities as a parent and as a mother. Okay, what is your young people policy? Well, I don't know.
That the president is worrying about
No. That would be a better answer. She said, I don't know, but I can ask my assistants and we can provide you with an answer later on. And then he's like, okay, what's your fiscal or financial policy? Something like that. Well, I think that we need to find gratitude in little things, and when we're happy as a family, then we will realize that money isn't that important.
Beautiful. So profound, so deep.
Like Buddha was like, it's so simple, it's so zen, it's so beautiful.
She's reached nirvana.
Yeah. Jesus was like, this is the second Sermon on the Mount. The better Sermon on the Mount. Like, if we stick as a family, money doesn't matter.
The devil is protesting against the Serbian ruling party because they're taking all of the jobs.
And taking all of the devil's good ideas.
Exactly. Come on, guys, give me some credit.
Oh man, so this is again like a retired person, family, baby.
Yeah,
I want them to say. So we have a couple of recurring motives here.
Oh my god.
So we have Corona, we have stay.
Minors.
No. That's not a recurring motive here, but like
2025.
Okay.
In 5 years, that's a recurring motive.
So 5 years, a lot more money. Stay here.
No, everything's
Corona.
Double. You see, this is double.
Yeah.
This is double. First of all, they're lying about the current state of things, like what's
course.
the average pension. So that's the double of what they're lying on. So it's an exponential lie. But
by the way, a couple of days ago, we lost 400 infected cases in Serbia. They didn't die.
They just disappeared.
Appeared from the statistics. So if you watch the line, it's like, it's a Pentecost miracle.
No, they have some sort of explanation, but it's as ridiculous as these prices.
No, it's easy. Like 5 people got baptized in on the first Pentecost, and 4,000 people got cured of Corona in Pentecost 2020.
Absolutely expected.
Of course. Thank you, Holy Spirit.
That's why they did it. So this one is called, beautifully, Serbia is getting digitalized. Oh, this is so close to my heart.
I'm going to give the scepter to you.
Let's see who's going to explain what.
Visokotehnološke kompanije sve češće biraju Srbiju umjesto drugih zemalja. Kao mlad programer mogu da radim u našoj zemlji za dobru platu i ne moram da idem u inostranstvo.
Da država Srbije investira više nego ikada. I onda dolazimo do onoga što nam je cilj. A cilj nam je 2025. godine plata od 900 evra.
Srbija se digitalizuje. Srbija stvara poslove u IT sektoru za mene i druge mlade ljude. Osjećam se sigurno i zato glasam za predsjednika Vučića.
Thank you, honey. Let me see if I can find her.
Okay, this is carbon copy of Goran, you know, the exact same commercial, except she wasn't offered a better paying job abroad.
Yeah.
Where's gender equality in these commercials? Oh, this is comedy gold.
Guess what? She doesn't exist.
Oh, wow. It is as if these people don't exist.
It's like maybe she's a student.
No, that's not her. No, she said that she can work here, so she's not a student. Maybe she's a freelancer.
No, but she's an IT manager, and she appears to have a bit better equipment than the other guy.
But no offer for a better job.
Yeah. She even uses a LAN cable, so at least her internet is good.
So, we're happy for you, Yomana.
Yeah, I think we already commented on this, so it's basically...
This is the exact same. I think even the text is the same.
Let's see this one. For a happy family.
Again, a happy family.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no, they did not do that.
Nobody gets that. More promises, right? But when? 2025?
But we have to wait for next elections.
I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is really low.
But this is again using children.
But this is even worse than using children, because this is using
illegal.
Children,
it's illegal.
And they're also striking. A lot of people are struggling with infertility right now, and this is really low, really low. By the way, our president during Corona,
charming guy.
he said, he probably took a page out of Trump's guidebook, and he said that he will give, give all of us some money, in order to get the economy going. That money is 100 euros, which...
Well, it's more than somebody's pension.
Yeah. But the way he explained that during the show, and again, he was in front of a news anchor she's his guy, and like, by the way, we plan to give money to, and she asks, but where did you get that money? And he said, we found the money. and she starts laughing into his face. But how? And they joke like, it's like he put on some old jacket and found like 2 million euros in a pocket.
Yeah, the guy literally said that he got ventilators on the black market. That's a president of a country.
No. He said, don't ask me how I got them.
B.
Okay, I know how that sounds. And it is that.
Let's move forward. Thank you. This one is also terrible misuse of but it is. So this one is, we will continue investing into healthcare. Dear God, nothing's invested into healthcare. Hospitals are falling apart.
Tokom poslednjih nekoliko godina mnogo je investirano u zdravstvo. Renoviranje objekata, nove bolnice, veće plata zdravstvenih radnika. Naši ljudi ne moraju više da idu vani.
Ulagat ćemo još više. Hoćemo da naši roditelji budu sigurni da će imati najčistije, najbolje, najmodernije I najopremljenije.
Where is this?
Manhattan, US.
No. I'll reverse search the image, man.
Oh, yeah, do it.
To lečenje adekvatno, nova oprema, dijagnostički testovi, to što smo postigli fantastične rezultate, bolje nego u Evropi, mene ubeđuju I da predsjednik zaista misli o našem zdravlju.
They're convincing me that the president is...
By the way, these are parliamentary elections. These aren't presidential.
No, but everything's about the president.
Yeah, everything's about the president. They couldn't win the election if they don't put his face on every poster, literally.
Yeah, because he like here in Serbia, you open up a fridge and you see,
there he is.
You see his face. Like, I'm wondering when they're gonna start printing him on the money, on the bills.
Well, in about 2 days.
And it's like every bill is gonna be him. Him doing this, him doing that. So we already more or less commented on every single bit. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, they're very bland. Once you have seen 3 of them, they're very bland.
Look at this. It's like a render photo. It's like
yeah.
This isn't real. It's like, did you use the Unreal Engine? What is this? Niche Clinic Center.
I mean, they might have renovated a hospital, and okay, fine, but like,
but do you want us to show you the Center for Infectious Diseases here in Serbia?
No. I think they did renovate it
because of Corona. If they didn't, they would be even bigger it is than they really are. But anyways, let's it's here.
I don't know, but what is the last one? Okay, let's start with the last one because...
Okay, hold on. This is like a post-corona kind of... We're building the future of Serbia. That's the name.
Don't leave the country, more money, babies and old people. Okay.
Srbija se oporavlja od koronavirusa zahvaljujući našim plemenitim zdravstvenim radnicima. Broj žrtava u Srbiji je među najnižim u svetu. Vođe opozicije se samo žale I tako omalovažavaju uloženi rad I velika postignuća naših doktora I medicinskih sestara. Mi uvažavamo lekare. Mi uvažavamo istorijske rezultate koje smo postigli zajedno kao nacija. Oni samo ometaju borbu protiv koronavirusa. A mi se borimo svakog dana. Gradimo budućnost Srbije. Srpska napredna stranka.
Okay, I'm speechless, so go on.
They respect. So they say they respect doctors, the healthcare, blah, 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 blah. But then there was our dear President Aleksandar Vučić, who went into the most isolated ward with children, the oncology ward, where children were isolated. And then he went into a room with a little boy who is sick, terminally ill, and gave him a hug in front of the cameras without any sort of a mask. Which is like, it's if you ask me, it's an act of terrorism, right? Just like in the midst of the coronavirus, somebody coughs at somebody else intentionally. That's acts against safety, you know. So, like, literally,
you deserve an extra.
You know what he said? He said that the kid begged him to go in and hug him. He just wanted to take a photo with the dear president. You know what? You are an idiot for endangering that kid. I mean, I can say it. I don't care. You are.
Okay, I really did not expect I mean, I sort of could have expected it, but I just did not expect that they would go.
No, I mean, when everything you say is a lie. Everything.
No, I know that.
You know, every day on the news, they show clips of our politicians claiming that we're the best at this or that in Europe, in the world, which... talk about pulling stuff out of context.
Oh, yeah. And like during the elections for Belgrade parliament, or how do you call it, council seats, whatever, they literally had an advert showcasing Belgrade subway. There is no Belgrade subway. There is no metro. It took me 45 minutes to get here.
Yeah, and FYI, there is a company called Belgrade Metro.
To add insult to the injury. And by the way,
people have jobs there. God only knows what they do, but they have jobs.
Yeah, and after this episode, we plan to play a game called Would You Rather?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, and it's fascinating how many of those answers will be simply based on the fact that we live here in Belgrade, where the traffic jam is constant.
I just had an interview with a lady who lives in the mountains. Really, like today, I had a recording with her.
For Kefalo?
Yeah, for the Serbian podcast. And
You want to move to the mountains?
I'm tempted, man.
Why not?
I'm tempted.
Bye forever. Bye, Church Mouse Chronicles. Bye.
No, we'll do it on April 1st. We'll move to the mountains.
Okay.
So,
you're right.
The digital future of Serbia.
We probably won't comment on this because
we'll just let you enjoy it.
Yeah.
So.
Leteći mod uključen.
Večera.
Gde ste stigli? Stižemo odmah.
Možda ne možemo tako skoro koristiti teleport ili leteće automobile.
Prime Minister of Serbia.
Ali mnogo toga smo već
uradili.
Srpska napredna stranka transformiše Srbiju u digitalnog lidera regiona. Izgradili smo digitalnu infrastrukturu i uveli elektronske usluge. Da omogućimo našim građanima više slobode, manje birokratije i poslove koji donose bolje primanje. Naša misija je da obezbedimo digitalnu budućnost svim generacijama. A cilj nam je da od Srbije napravimo najbolju zemlju za život svih nas.
By all of us, they probably mean all of them.
By the way, I have just realized something. If you remove the sound bit from her part and actually record a guy talking, and you show it to a random person that doesn't know who she is, they would buy that it is her manly voice. You know? If you're simply...
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean...
one should not go as low as you just did.
But
I think in talking bad about people.
I agree.
But considering that's her,
yeah,
please continue.
She deserves no mercy.
Okay, first of all, we're gonna end the videos here. I'm not sure if you guys enjoyed or not, but
but we did.
We had a kick.
We haven't even shown you the weirdest one with the airplane, with the library.
No, it's the library.
The library. Poor woman.
He pulled his like
elementary school librarian or high school librarian.
So from a school. And created like a video where she like remembers him being like a sweet kid who used to read a lot and he was so smart
and he like returns a book that he forgot to return like for 20 years something.
Before we let you go, another shout out to everybody who has pledged on Patreon, because it's made some new equipment possible. Not this backdrop though, who we are supposed to remove at some point because he doesn't like it.
I'm keeping it for my apartment, but I'll refund you.
You want to buy my curtains from me?
Well, do you need them?
Yes.
Oh, God, then.
This is my backdrop for all videos that we're gonna do.
Fine.
You like it?
Just end the episode already.
He likes the curtains.
They're so soft.
Yes, they are. They're like it's like literally when I like wanted to just feel them when I was in the store. It was like, oh my God, it's like a kitten. You know?
They're soft like a soul.
Don't mess my backdrop. Leave my backdrop alone. It's backdrop. It's not curtain. It's backdrop.
It speaks to my skin.
The cool thing about it, and the way I've installed it here, is you just do this, and you have the whiteboard and whatever I have.
Wanna see?
No.
Okay.
Stop it. Stop it.
Rub the lotion under your skin.
Anyways, consider why I mentioned Patreon and stuff like that, because we finally bought that thing, the gimbal, and we already showed how we don't know how to use it by recording that part.
It has a mind of its own.
Yeah, well, really, I didn't know it was so complicated. I watched like 12 tutorials, and it was in vain. But I did manage to balance the thing. So that being said, we intend to like move out a bit more often and show you like Belgrade, which I think is gonna be actually very fun. But you know, I'm subjective, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you for just being there throughout this ridiculousness, and talk to you in the next one.
Bye.